So efficiency is all about unlocking productivity and really focusing in on doing the right things in the right time and doing them really effectively so we do them once over. So join us today for the 5 key reasons and key ways to improve your productivity. So welcome back to the channel. I'm Jenny Morgan from Action Coach UK, and today we're again delving into the world of productivity. We're looking at how you can personally be more productive in your business and some top tips. In fact, there's 5 of them we're going to cover on this video. Top tip number 1 is actually to go away and look at another one of our videos, and it's about supercharging your productivity. And what that video does is it talks about analysing where your time's going and how to organise which things you should be doing, which things you need to plan for, which things you need to delegate and which things you need to stop doing. And it's a really powerful technique if you've just got a load of stuff going on, you've got a list as long as your arm that you need to crack through. Working out the things you should be doing and shouldn't be doing is really, really powerful. The second top tip is about a default diary. It's logging where your time's going now, what activities it goes to. Once you've done that, we can take the activities that you need to be doing that are your job to do and go, well, how much time do they take in any given day, week or month, depending on how often they reoccur. When we know that, we can start to think about where do they fit in your diary. So is it a really good idea that that gets done on Wednesday morning every week, or last thing on Friday before you finish, or first thing on Monday to kick the week off to a good start? And then you can plan them in your diary, because when we plan them in our diaries, we're much more likely to stick to them. So a default diary is a really powerful tool for structuring all of those kind of recurring and repetitive tasks you need to do day in, day out, week in, week out, or month in, month out. Top tip number 3, stop trying to multitask. Really, really interesting one. If you think you're really good at multitasking, and I'll hold my hands up, this used to be me, you're actually not. What you're really good at is switching between things. And what it does is it interrupts our flow in the way we're working. So we become more inefficient. We lose the efficiency of being focused on something, and instead, we're sitting there and flitting about in our minds between the different activities. So one of the best things that we can do if we want to get more productive with things is to go, actually, I'm going to dedicate some time to this. So the previous top tip about the default diary, if you've planned in an hour to do something because that's how long it takes, how can you make that hour an uninterrupted hour? So you're really efficient and you get it done in the time. Or actually, you might find it only takes half an hour when you do it consistently. So it's things like turning off your phone, stopping the email reminders coming in, because is there anything that really lands in your inbox that can't wait an hour? Chances are probably not, but we're all so wired to be looking on the phone or on emails that what we tend to do is go, oh, I need to respond to that, and now I've switched my focus off the thing I was supposed to be doing. So you want to allocate some time to it and then allow yourself permission to not answer the phone during that time or to not answer those emails. So really getting focused on that one task at a particular point in time is really beneficial for productivity. Top tip number 4 is all about how we do our planning. Plan for tomorrow at the end of today. So what that means is that you're looking at what's in the default diary and you're looking at what's on your to-do list and you're going to go, when am I going to fit these things in? How am I going to get all of this done tomorrow? Or if I'm not, when am I going to do it? So you're actually planning your time out ahead. Now that has some real benefits. One is when you get to tomorrow morning, you know exactly what you've got to do. You've already planned it. So you can go to bed knowing exactly what you've got to do tomorrow and knowing you're not going to wake up reminding yourself about the thing you forgot to do. The other thing is it's great for, well, what time do I need to get out of bed for? What time do I need to actually get up? If I've got a really busy day, do I need to get up half an hour earlier to fit things in? Could I afford to have a lie-in or walk the dog tomorrow morning because I've actually got some time? So it lets you do things like that. The other real benefit I found when I switched to this was it actually only takes 5 minutes. So this is a real time-saving one because I used to think I was good at planning, but I'd plan in the morning and I'd sit down with a cup of coffee and probably spend the first half hour of the day planning out what I was going to do. When I do it in an evening, it takes 5 minutes because I want to go and do the stuff that I want to do in the evening. So I actually get it done far quicker and it's much more productive, as well as all the other benefits. And our final top tip on this productivity comes from a book with a very strange title if you never come across it, called Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. And it's all about doing your frogs first. But a frog in this world is all about the things that are difficult and challenging to do. Okay? They're the things we all instinctively go, I'll put that off and I'll do it later because it's too hard. But actually what we do when we do that is that we have a voice in the back of our heads because we all talk to ourselves, and that voice spends all of the day going, remember you've got to do that later, you know you've got to do that, have you thought about how are you going to word it, you need to do this thing you don't want to do, oh it's going to be horrible when I've got to pick up the phone and make that phone call, and all we're doing is interrupting ourselves for the whole day until we actually get round to doing it. So if we did it first, then that all goes away, so the rest of the day is going to be far more productive. The other thing is that I don't know about you, but for me, most of the time when I do that, the thing that I'm dreading doing is not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. So instead of sitting worrying about it and thinking it's going to be terrible, I've just got on and done it first thing, And then I can go, oh, okay, well, that was kind of okay. And it's done now, and I can draw a line under it and be productive. So hopefully in this top 5 tips, you've got stuff that you go, yep, that one really resonates with me. I'm going to have a look at that and do it in more detail. And that's really what I want you to do, is take that action away, go and change something about the way you're working that's going to drive your productivity. And enjoy it, because it's good fun and you'll get more out of it and achieve more success. So if you found the top 5 tips on productivity really useful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There's a couple of other videos in there on productivity that are going to be great for you. And if you want to talk it through with a coach, then go on actioncoach.co.uk, have a look for a coach near you and pick up the phone. Take the action to do something that's going to change things for you. I look forward to speaking to you soon.